Hello, VC. It's Amy, and I'm back with another edition of three Canadian bands that you should know. I think this is number 4 now, and I've got 3 more artists for you guys to check out. The first one is Young Galaxy. This is an indie pop, sort of dream pop band out of Montreal. They started in about 2006. They've got 5 albums out, and most of those are on Paper Bag Records. They just had an album come out last fall called False Work. I haven't had a chance to pick that one up yet, but it's great. I've listened to it. It's fantastic. I really enjoy their sound. A lot of their songs definitely are in that sort of dream pop kind of realm, but I find that on each album there is a broad range of sound, and I really enjoy that, especially on the album Ultramarine, which is actually my favorite album. I have that on CD. I actually don't have any Young Galaxy on vinyl, but I do have some on CD and some digitally. But yeah, Ultramarine is my favorite album. There are a lot of really standout tracks on that one for me. But probably my favorite track is Hard to Tell. So I'm going to play you guys a quick clip of that right now. Okay, so that was Young Galaxy with Hard to Tell off the album Ultramarine. Next up, I want to talk about an artist that is a little bit more well-known, Kathleen Edwards. She is a singer-songwriter, folky, kind of her older stuff borders on country, probably would be considered country, I suppose, at least soft country. She started, I think her debut was in 2003. She's had 4 albums. Most of those have been out on Zoe Records. She's just fantastic. Right now, actually, she's not really doing music much anymore. She sort of quit that. And she said she wanted to go in a completely different direction. So she started a coffee shop in Stittsville, Ontario. And she actually decided to call it Quitters, sort of as a joke about her quitting music. But she seems to be thriving in that, loving it. She does do a little bit of music here and there, but not a lot. I know everyone's hoping she'll come back, but hey, you know, you got to follow your heart and you got to do what's right. So it's cool if she doesn't come back, but I definitely dig her music, love her. I love all of her albums. But her last album, Voyager, came out in 2012, and that one is definitely my favorite. There's a lot of great stuff on it. The album as a whole is beautiful, start to finish. And I actually have Voyager on vinyl. So, beautiful, beautiful album. I really love the cover artwork on it of the Great Lakes. Just beautiful music. I'm actually going to play you a song off Voyager. My favorite track is A Soft Place to Land, so I'm going to play you a little clip of that now so you can get an idea of what Kathleen sounds like if you don't know her music already.
I call it an ace, you've gotta believe me, but you're calling me names and not to my face, but you're calling my space. I'm looking for
that was Kathleen Edwards with A Soft Place to Land off her album from 2012 called Voyager. I actually have a little bit more Kathleen on vinyl. I've got this single Back to Me that I picked up in Olympia, Washington, in a little record store there when I was on vacation last year. And I also have the single of Wapusk and Change the Sheets. This is excellent. I actually was really looking for this for a long time and came across it at a record fair in Northampton, Massachusetts, and was thrilled to finally find a copy. So yeah, so that's what I have for vinyl for Kathleen. I keep meaning to pick up her other albums, but I do have them on CD, but I don't have anything else on vinyl. Okay, the last artist I'm going to tell you about is she's one of my favorites. Her name is Veda Hille. She's been working for a very, very long time. She made her debut in 1992. She's a singer-songwriter, very heavy on the piano, just phenomenal, really interesting, beautiful, beautiful music. I actually was introduced to her through my wife, and just at first I wasn't sure what to make of her music back in, when I first listened to it in like 2001, it wasn't necessarily my cup of tea back then, but it sort of grew on me, and the more I listened to it, the more I loved it, and then the music kept getting into my head, and now I absolutely just love her music. She's done a lot of different projects, side projects, not just her own, but she's got a bunch of different little bands like or groups that she plays with, and they put out albums. As a whole, she's got over a dozen albums, and that includes a lot of collaboration too. She just had an album come out earlier this year called Love Waves, which it's a little bit of a departure from sort of the sound of Veda that I'm used to. It's a little bit more electronic, but it's still got that beautiful piano, and that's my favorite thing. I actually got to see her play. She doesn't play too often live anymore, but I got to see her when I was on vacation in Vancouver. It just so happened that she was going to be playing a show while I was there, so we got to see her and chat with her for a minute, and that was fantastic. She has so many great albums. I would say probably my favorite two are Path of a Body and Spine, but everything's beautiful and wonderful, and there's just so much beauty, and I can't even really describe it. I don't know. It's hard to describe her music, but it is absolutely gorgeous, and I just can't wait to see with every new project what she's doing now. So my favorite tracks are 26 Years and Noah's Ark. So I'm going to play those two for you so you can get an idea of Veda's sound. The first one I'm going to play is 26 Years.
26 years, 26 years. My sword, blackberries. 26 years, 26 years. Promise, dignity. Your heart and leg, my arm and leg. 2 rings, aging hands. My skin, sun, my lost days. A cup of tea, salt water, and a spit of land. This is I am so beautiful and fierce. This is violence and holy words. This is I am so beautiful and fierce. This is violence and holy words.
Okay, that was 26 Years. Now I'm going to play you a clip of Noah's Ark, which I think is probably the most beautiful Veda song that exists.
Light and dark chase each other. The silence is full of sound, the green is full of color. Here is a picture and there another. I am not glad, I am not sorry.
Okay, so that was Veda Hille. If you like what you hear or you're a little intrigued by her music, go to her website and check it out, because she's got a lot of links to her Bandcamp page and different projects that she's worked on, all of her music, spanning her entire career. So you can kind of get a taste of it, because everything's a little bit different. Her collaborative work, everything. It's just, it's all fantastic though. And I'm always looking forward to seeing what she does next. So she actually doesn't have any of her solo albums on vinyl. She does have a collaborative effort on vinyl though. I have almost all of the CDs. I'm just missing a few, but I was able to find this 7-inch. This is the only Veda vinyl that exists, at least for her solo stuff. So I definitely grabbed a copy of this when I was able to, when I found one online, and I'm happy to have that. And hopefully in the future she'll put out a little bit more on vinyl, or even just a single here and there. I know it's a little more costly, and you know, maybe the audience doesn't really go for vinyl, her audience, but I do. I'll buy it. Veda, if you're watching, I will buy your vinyl, I promise. Anyway, so yeah, those are the 3 artists I wanted to show you guys this time. I think I've got a lot more, at least I think maybe 1 or 2 more videos. So stay tuned for those. Hopefully next week, maybe the week after. We're getting close to the holidays though, so I might be a little uneven with my posting, but I at least wanted to try to get this one up. So, if anything spoke to you, you know, if you enjoyed any of the music that I shared, you're interested in it, you know, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. And also, if you know of some Canadian artists that I haven't featured yet and that maybe I should know about, definitely tell me. I usually keep an ear to the Canadian music scene, because most of my favorite artists are from Canada, but I don't know everything. I don't live there, so I'm sure I'm missing a lot of great local talent in a lot of different cities across Canada. So let me know if there's something you think I should check out. Yeah, hope everyone's having a great December. It's cold and snowy where I am, but you know, that's New England this time of year. And yeah, hope you are having a great week, and I will see you next week with another installment of 3 Canadian bands you should know. Take care.